Huh? What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy and I'm going to be doing my review for the new movie Venom: The Last Dance. Now this movie's been out a couple weeks, but I didn't get around to seeing it until yesterday and everything, so I thought I'd go ahead and drop my review for it. So in this movie, Eddie Brock and Venom are on the run from not only the law because of the events of Venom Philanthropy garbage, but also because Venom's homeworld is coming to find him and everything to destroy him and everything, because Noel needs the codex to escape from his prison. And I gotta say, this movie is about as bad as the other two movies. It's not very good at all. I didn't really like any of the Venom movies. The first one I kinda somewhat had fun with, but the second and third one, neither one are very good. And really, in retrospective, looking back on the first one, I don't even really like that one as much as I did when it first came out. I don't think any of them were really that good of movies and everything. I will say though that as far as positives do go, there's a few things about this movie that I thought were better, or that I thought were good in this one, somewhat better than the second one. I think the dynamic between Eddie and Venom is a lot better in this movie than it was in the second movie, but it's still not quite as good as it was. The first movie I think was the best one as far as the chemistry and the hijinks and stuff. I think it was just a lot better. This one just wasn't near as fun and stuff as that first one was, but it's definitely better than the second. But I wouldn't even say it's really that good of a movie though. The visuals look pretty good. I'll admit that the visuals on the creatures from Venom's homeworld that are after them and stuff, they look pretty good and everything. The CGI isn't too awful and everything. And I did like that we got to see the different symbiotes at the end of the movie briefly for just a few minutes and everything. I thought that was pretty cool. I know this is that was kind of spoiler territory, but I'm not going into too much other details about that, but I did like that. And there were some other cool parts. The Las Vegas scene though was so cringy. Yeah, like them dancing to Dancing Queen from ABBA is just, it's a great, amazing song, but man, I did not need to see Venom dancing with Mrs. Chin to that song. I thought it was just so stupid, and it makes no sense in the plot of the story, because anytime Eddie transforms into Venom, the codex makes it where the creatures that are after them can find them easily and everything if he's in his full form and everything. And it's just so freaking stupid that he would turn into Venom to dance with her, and Eddie even warns him, no, you don't need to dance with her right now and stuff like that. He doesn't care, he just does it anyway. And I think that is just some of the stupidest writing in any of these Sony Marvel movies and everything. But the big final battle was okay. It wasn't anything special or spectacular. It wasn't anything new, because both of the previous movies featured symbiotes and stuff, but it turned out to be as okay as it could be and stuff. So while this movie isn't like total garbage like the last movie was to me, I will say it's still garbage and everything. It might not be as good as the first one, but it's definitely better than the second one, and it's not very good though. That's all I can really say about Venom. Venom: The Last Dance. There's not much else I can say that I haven't said. That just wasn't very good to me. I'm not big on the Sony Universe movies. I agree with most people that they're the worst comic book movies that we get and everything. The Spider-Man spin-offs without Spider-Man and everything. And I can't believe we got a full Venom trilogy without Spider-Man. And it's like, this is the dumbest shit ever and everything. And I can't stand these Venom movies. I thought Madam Web was okay as a so bad it's good movie, because it is freaking hilariously bad and everything, but I could have fun with that one. The Venom movies, I had fun with the first one the first time, but on rewatch it wasn't near as good and stuff. The second one I haven't even rewatched. I didn't really like it when I saw it in the theater. Haven't had the feel to rewatch it, and Venom: The Last Dance just confirmed why I don't want to rewatch it. These movies are cringy and dumb, and I usually love movies that feel like they come from the early 2000s, but I just don't like this one. This one is more in the vein of the ones that I wasn't crazy for, like Elektra and the Fantastic Four movies, the weaker early 2000s superhero movies and everything. I think the Venom movies rank up there with those, but anyway, but yeah, so I'd say Venom: The Last Dance is okay. If you're a fan of the first two movies, you're gonna love it, or enjoy it at least. But if you're like me, who wants a hardcore, real Venom in an actual movie with Spider-Man, I can't say I had anything I liked about this. Everything that everyone complained about on Joker is done 10 times worse in this Venom trilogy and the Sony universe without Spider-Man. So I'm not going to give it a positive for sure. It's all in all, I'm going to just say this is a pretty bad movie. It's not the worst movie of the year by any means. There are still at least 2 or 3 movies I think that are worse than this one, but it is one of the worst movies. It'll probably make my top 5 or 10 worst movies of the year list for sure, and everything, because it's awful. Not unwatchable, but it's awful. So I'd say I'd give it a, really am thinking on now, I think I'm going to go ahead and just give it a 0 out of 10. I really didn't like it and everything, and there's not anything in it that is enough to make me want to give it a higher rating or want to ever revisit it and everything. Like the Venom movies, I'll only watch if I'm watching all of the Marvel stuff and everything. That's literally the only way I'll watch the Venom movies again, because they are just such boring pieces of junk that don't really have any good reason to exist, and they waste the talents of Tom Hardy, who is a really great actor and does a fairly good job as Venom and everything, but as Venom and Eddie Brock, I think he does a pretty good job. I like him more as Eddie Brock though. His Venom just gets on my nerves. He's really cringy and corny and just not very funny. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Venom: The Last Dance, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.